Hi, this is Kim speaking. We are looking at a set of x-rays. The x-ray on the left was taken July 9th, 2014. The x-ray on the right was taken, I believe, about May 8th, 2013. And I don't know if you'll be able to see on the video the purple lines drawn, the computer lines drawn on these x-rays, but Dr. Sheldon's right here, and he's just going to say, kind of in a nutshell, I mean, there's a formal way of saying what the findings mean, but he's going to try to share so that viewers of my YouTube video and my blog can understand the positive changes between last year's full set of x-rays and this year's, to show how some of my malalignment syndrome that I've had in my body is doing better. And so I'm going to go, let Dr. Sheldon, my chiropractor, go ahead and explain his findings.
So, in an ideal spine, you like C2 up in your upper neck to sit over the top of S2 down in your sacrum here. And so this one is this year. And so if we draw this line, basically we have 10 millimeters. This is looking at it from the back, so 10 millimeters of her C2 up high, from the right. So ideally it'd be over to the left even more, but it's a pretty big significant change because over here it's 17 millimeters to the right. So we have 7 millimeters of improvement from year to year. So which is a big deal. That's a lot. So definitely headed the right direction. I mean, there's still some room to go, those last 10 millimeters. And then leg length wise, I mean, obviously you'd hope it wouldn't change, and it didn't. Down in her sacrum, her leg length is spot on here, right where you want it to be. And so no changes there, because you can have a what we call a measured deficiency or an actual deficiency, and that accounts for structurally from a bone standpoint, is there a short leg, or if you have enough of a soft tissue muscle component that aren't firing correctly, that can be enough. If this is really tight through here on one side, or if there's an imbalance muscle tone wise, that can be enough to hike that up and make it appear that there's a short leg. It's not a true short leg, but so she's still measuring spot on, dead even that way. And so from that standpoint, that's really good. You don't want to see changes with that. And then up through here, this is doing better overall. I mean, she has a slight change curve wise here, but for the C2 to be over here, that's a bigger deal than this curve change there. And then on her lateral view, there was some good changes on that too. So now these are opposite. So this is 2013, this is 14.
Yeah, 2013 on the left, 2014, the newest recent ones over here on the right, just the opposite of the last views. Okay, go ahead, Dr.
So
Sheldon.
on this one, down here on the bottom, this is your sacrum. On the front portion of your sacrum, we draw this line up, we like it to intersect C2 right here again. So on this one, this is this year,
2014.
you can see that's coming up through C2.
So
and
up there at the top, if in case you're not seeing the arrow on the video, which is hard to tell, he's saying that the line from my sacrum up to C2 is more dead on, or more dead on.
And this one, and that comes through, a lot of this is actually going to be, Kim's doing a lot of work thoracic wise, and so this thoracic curve, this is a little more of an exaggerated, a little bit of a kyphosis more than we want. You can see this is more of a smooth transition through here. And so when you get this almost leaning back posture, that's going to make this a little bit more of an increased kyphosis up through here. And with that, it pulls your head back, which I think was right around almost 20 millimeters or so. I can't remember, I wrote it in your report there, we did. And then this one, we're maybe a millimeter or two off, pretty more or less spot on. I mean, and these are really dramatic. These are hard changes to make. So
would you say it's not that common to find somebody my age, making these kind of changes for the better?
It's more common to not see changes than it is to see changes, especially this drastic. So that's a lot of work by a lot of people.
Well,
And you.
we've
obviously.
done regular chiropractic. I've done physical therapy, stretching, and I'm just beginning now to be able to take it. Whatever you see, these X-rays were taken right before my last ankle surgery, so I've been non-weight bearing pretty much since these X-rays. But when I get back walking, my walking was one of the best balanced walks I had right around the time these X-rays were taken back here in July. So I'm looking forward to continuing now to walk better, now that the ankle's going to feel better after the surgery, hopefully.
And the other thing too, we also like this line to bisect L2. So you can see this isn't quite dead even. This is more even as it bisects that L2.
Okay, so on the right X-ray at L2, if the arrow's seen, it's the vertical line is bisecting right dead center of L2 from my sacrum. So I have less of a, in layman's like, less of a bubble butt, more of a better natural curve the way it's supposed to be, and then also the bones, the sacrum down there is looking more like a shelf on the 2013 X-rays and looking more correct on the 2014 X-rays.
Yep.
Well, I guess there's something to say about having your sacrum stay stable so you can kind of get the rest of your body lined up correctly. So this is just some objective findings to help people understand that malalignment syndrome is very real, and there is a correlation with the SI joints, and mine have been stabilized for a year and a half now, and I've been able to then work on the rest of my body. I haven't fully arrived, but I certainly have improved. Would you say that, Dr.?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Thank you, Dr. Sheldon. He's been with me this whole journey, and I appreciate his time and energy in helping me with these videos. Thank you, Dr. Sheldon.